All right, ladies and gentlemen, another day, another lesson. So, the kickoff, what is the multiplicative inverse of 3 and 4/15? So, first thing we gotta do is make an improper fraction before we find the multiplicative inverse. So, bottom number, the 15, the denominator, times the whole number of 3, which is 45. Add it to the top of 4, which is 49. Bottom marker works. Bottom stays the same, still 15. So now we can find the multiplicative inverse. So if we flip this, 15 goes to the top, 49 on the bottom, and there's our answer. Remember, don't just find the improper fraction and then stop. Gotta find the multiplicative inverse. Yet, just need to do the improper fraction first. Now, rules of divisibility. So what this really is what numbers are divided by what? Well, you can divide by 2 if the number is even. So looking at that ones place, if it's even, we know we can divide it by 2. To divide by 3, you're going to add all the digits of that number, and if you can divide that by 3, then the number is going to be divisible by 3. 4 is you're looking at the last 2 digits. Can we divide that by 4? If you can, then you know you're going to be able to divide it by 4. 5, if the digit in the ones place is divisible by 5 or 10, so if it ends with a 5 or a 0, you know you're going to be able to divide by 5. Now, 6 only works if you know it's divisible by 2 and 3. So if we can divide it by 2 and we can divide it by 3, automatically can divide it by 6. If we're missing one of those, absolutely cannot divide by 6. 8 is if the last 3 digits are divisible by 8, if we can divide it by 8. 9 is if we divide or take all the digits and add them together and we can divide it by 9. And 10, the ones place has to be a 0. So for example, if we look at this number, big number, but to be divisible by 10, we just have the one place to be a 0. That works. So is it? Yes, it is. So, 3,667,572. Is it divisible by 3? Well, let's see. So if we add these up, 3 and 6 is 9, plus another 6 is 15, plus another 7 is 22, plus 5, 27, plus another 7 is 34, plus 2 is 36. Can we divide by 3? Yeah, we can divide 36 by 3. So yes, this will be divisible by 3. So all it is, I just went through and I added up all the digits. So 3 plus 6, 9, another 6, 15, plus 7, 22, plus 5, 27, plus another 5, 34, and another 2 makes 36. And we know we can take 36 divided by 3. We'd get 1, 2, so 12. So that's the way that works. Now, divisible by 8. There we go. So divisible by 8 is we're looking at the last 3 digits. Can we divide that by 8? Well, 8 is even. Our number would have to be even. So if this ends in an odd, automatically it's not going to be divisible by 8. So this one's going to be a no. But otherwise, we would take 787 and divide it by 8. If it works out, it'd be yes. If not, no. Now, you're also going to get ones like this, where you're going to have to come up with what number would work here. Well, divisible by 6. First off, we know it has to be divisible by 2, so that means it has to be an even number. So now we're limited to 2, 4, 6, or 8, or 0 as possible numbers to put in there. Now, to be divisible by 6, we have to be able to divide by 3 as well, which means sum the digits. So 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 3 is 5, plus 3 is 8, plus 1 is 9, plus 4 would be 13, plus 0 is still 13. So is 13 divisible by 3? No. So 0 is out. If I add 2 to it, I'd be at 15. Does 15 work? You betcha. So 2 is an option. If I add 4 to it, 4 plus 13 would be 17. 17 can't divide by 3, so 4 is out. If I put 6 in there, 6 and 13 would be 19. Nope, that one isn't divisible by 3 either. If we try 8, 8 and 13 would make 21. That one does work. So in this case, which digit makes the statement true? Well, if you do 2 or 8, that'll make it work. So sometimes you're going to have some options here. Now, all you got to do is find one when you're doing the examples in the homework. So once we found 2, we could put 2 in and we're good to go. Or if you found 8, you'd be good to go. You just need one of those. But know that there could be multiple answers, but you just need one of them to be right. Okay. And of course, we need a word problem. So a new stadium will have 68,105 seats. The stadium designer wants to divide the seats into sections. So if you go to, say, a Husker game, when you go there, they divide them up into sections. So you know that, okay, I'm in this section, this row, this seat. So you know exactly where you got to go. So each section would be like a set of bleachers from the field all the way up to the overhang up top. And then there's an aisle in between, and then there's the next section. So then it's an aisle, then the next section. So that's kind of where the sections are coming from. Now, they want to have each section to have the same number of seats. How many sections could the stadium designer use? Select all the numbers that are possible. So which of these would divide into this? Well, if we start with 3, divide by 3, we know we have to add these up, and that has to be divisible by 3. So 6 and 8 would be 14. 15 plus another 5 is 20. 20 is not divisible by 3, so that's out. Well, if it doesn't work for 3, it's automatically not going to work for 6. Because remember, to be divisible by 6, it has to be divisible by 2 and by 3. So if one of those doesn't work, 6 doesn't work. Now, to be divisible by 5, it has to end in a 5 or a 0. Well, we end in a 5, so that one works. Divisible by 10, it has to end in a 0. It does not, so 10 doesn't work. So 5 sections is what we're looking for. So questions here, let me know. Pan me, email me, send me a message on Google Classroom. Otherwise, we'll talk to you guys later.